Fishing with Seine nets for coastal fishing. It is responsible for the majority of fish that appear on Japanese tables. Fishing offers many job opportunities even if you have no experience. This fishery mainly focuses on the species most frequently caught nationwide, such as horse mackerel, mackerel and sardines. Look for schools of fish along the shore and surround them with a net. They form fleets for each roll and fish. Depending on the time of year and region, fishermen can leave the port early in the morning to fish, but Seine fishing mainly takes place at night. They left the port at night, arrived at the fishing grounds, cast their nets about 4 to 6 times and caught fish. The fishing grounds can be about 30 minutes from port, or it can take 2 to 3 hours to get out to sea. Normally, the crew will return to port the next morning to complete the day's work by unloading, classifying, inspecting, and maintaining the ship and equipment. You should prepare for a long trip and a life where day and night are reversed. Fishing takes place at bases across the country and requires a lot of manpower, so the number of new workers recruited is relatively large. From searching for schools of fish to casting nets and releasing fish, teamwork among members of the fishing team is essential. Net fishing carried out on the coast consists of a fleet of vessels, each with its own role. A search boat searches for schools of fish, a light boat collects fish by light, a back net boat that releases the net, and a back carrying boat that transports the catch. It is often performed in many different forms and its scale is also different. In some cases, people use a small fishing boat weighing 2 to 3 tons. Target fish are fish species that migrate in large schools, such as horse mackerel, mackerel and sardines. Advances in technology, such as the performance of school finding equipment and the performance of the boats themselves, have led to a surge in fish catches. Currently, the annual catch of horse mackerel, mackerel and sardines is limited, and the catch is reported to the provinces according to each activity. If there is a possibility of exceeding the annual limit, fishing will be done while paying attention to resource conservation, such as adjusting the number of fishing days. The feeling of catching a large school of fish is overwhelming. It's also important to feel like you fit in with your friends and community. In the case of fleet per Seine fishing, it is possible to start with jobs that do not require any special skills or qualifications, so there are many job opportunities for those without experience, e.g. like those who want to change careers. New fishermen often board net boats and do the job of casting and hauling nets. The timing of net manipulation is an important point in this way of fishing. First, they learn about teamwork on ships while doing heavy lifting. Learn about seasonal fish species and fishing grounds, understand the roles and customs of each team member, and integrate into local life. While gaining such diverse experiences, let us accept the challenge of gaining the necessary qualifications to progress to the next level. Fish are caught by using a large net to surround a school of fish, while rolling the net, narrowing the hole in the net and picking up the fish inside the net. Lights are often shown at night to attract fish. In coastal fishing, boats range from 5 to 40 tons and fleet sizes vary. Let's look at different fishing methods. Net fishing involves surrounding a school of fish with a net. Then time it perfectly and pull it up to catch the fish. Ipponzuri, of tuna. At the end of the fishing rod is a hook that looks like a bait. This fools the tuna and picks them up one by one. When squid fishing, the sea is illuminated with powerful lights and the squids that gather there are caught. Bow catches a fishing net. Only light one side of the boat to attract fish, release the net on the other side. Turn on the light on the side with the net and quickly pull the light out to where the fish are attracted to the net by the light. Line fishing involves attaching a baited hook to a long line, letting it drift out to sea and waiting for a fish to hook. Fixed net fishing involves spreading large nets at sea. Place it in the fish's path and wait for the fish to enter the net. Fishermen have developed many different fishing methods to catch fish. Seine fishing is a fishing method that uses fish finders and ultrasound waves to find schools of fish, then spread the net in a circle to surround the fish. Gradually tighten the net at the bottom, completely enclosing it and not letting the fish escape. Fishing is often done in fleets, and fishing vessels with many different roles work together to catch large quantities. This fishing method is used across the country and targets a variety of fish including tuna, horse mackerel, mackerel and sardines. Use appropriate fishing nets for each type. Fish caught with Seine nets are usually not suitable for eating raw. However, some high-quality fish are called PS and are said to be as fresh as fishing with a fishing rod. Advantages of fishing with Seine nets. Seine fishing is known to be an effective fishing method because it allows you to catch a large amount of your catch at the same time. They do not need bait to attract prey. Another advantage is that the amount of fish caught remains stable even when seafood resources decline. As resources decrease, the total number of herds decreases, but density does not change. Seine fishing uses fish finders and sonar to pinpoint schools of fish, so catch numbers can be maintained even as search efforts increase. Disadvantages of fishing with Seine nets. On the other hand, the disadvantages of Seine fishing are as follows. When fishing with Seine nets, entangled fish will ride in the net, causing collisions and injury to the fish. Broken fish loses its freshness and is not suitable for eating raw, so it is often used for reheating or processing. In addition, some individuals cannot move freely in the net and die due to lack of oxygen. Seine netting has many disadvantages when wanting to have stable quality, leading to a decline in marine resources. Due to the simultaneous nature of fishing, the problem of overfishing occurs because fish for other purposes are also caught at the same time. In recent years, this method has become popular for catching tuna and there are concerns about the decline of marine resources. In spring, large schools of herring flock to the coast to spawn, called "cookie." As herring became less available, their numbers dwindled and they were rarely seen after the mid-1950s. In 1999, the group was sighted in Rumoi for the first time in several decades, causing an uproar. Since then, the number has been increasing and in the past 10 years, they have been observed all over Hokkaido. Along with the appearance of herring, the number of herring caught is increasing. In particular, fish catch in the area around Ishikari Bay is increasing steadily every year. According to the latest data, total herring catch in Hokkaido has recovered to nearly 10,000 tons per year. Even though it's 10,000 tons, many people probably aren't very impressed. At its peak during the Meiji period, annual output peaked at nearly 1 million ton, but today less than 1% of that amount remains. The total amount of seafood landed in Hokkaido is about 900,000 tons, so this number is also very small, only about 1% of the total. However, the hopes of those involved in the herring fishery are soaring as they envision a revival of the herring fishery. This report first provides an overview of the current state of herring stocks, then examines the current status and future prospects from multiple perspectives, including fisheries research, stocking and fisheries. The photo was taken in February 2018, when the herd was seen in Isashi for the first time in 104 years. It was discovered that the sea surface at Ebisu Beach on Kamome Island was cloudy. Through investigation, herring eggs were found stuck to seaweed and determined to be herring. Photo provided, Hiyama District Aquatic Technology Promotion Center, Cooperating Agency, Hokkaido Agriculture and Fisheries Extension Corporation. The photo was taken in February 2018, when the herd was seen in Isashi for the first time in 104 years. It was discovered that the sea surface at Ebisu Beach on Kamome Island was cloudy. Through investigation, herring eggs were found stuck to seaweed and determined to be herring. Photo provided, Hiyama District Aquatic Technology Promotion Center, Cooperating Agency, Hokkaido Agriculture and Fisheries Extension Corporation. Hokkaido's herring catch as a whole has been steadily declining for more than 100 years, from a peak of about 970,000 tons in 1897. Change is happening within it. The catch of herring, Ishikari Bay herring, caught off the Hokkaido coast of the Sea of Japan has been steadily increasing since the late 1990s. Graph created from data provided by the Hokkaido Research Institute, hereinafter referred to as Hokkaido Research Institute, an independent local administrative agency. Hokkaido's herring catch as a whole has been steadily declining for more than 100 years, from a peak of about 970,000 tons in 1897. Change is happening within it. The catch of herring, Ishikari Bay herring, caught off the Hokkaido coast of the Sea of Japan has been steadily increasing since the late 1990s. Graph created from data provided by the Hokkaido Research Institute, hereinafter referred to as Hokkaido Research Institute, an independent local administrative agency. Ishikari Bay herring in increasing numbers. Herring caught in Hokkaido are divided into several strains, but the species that attracts particular attention is the Ishikari Bay strain, which is increasingly caught along the coast of Japan in western Hokkaido. This herring belongs to a different lineage from the large group of migratory herring known as the Hokkaido Sakhalin type, which produced huge catches that covered the beaches during the Meiji and Taisho periods. The main cause of the extinction of the herring fishery in Hokkaido was that the Hokkaido Sakhalin species moved the distribution northward. This, combined with overfishing pressure, is believed to have led to decades of poor fishing. In contrast to the Hokkaido Sakhalin system, which is widely distributed in the north, the Ishikari Bay system is distributed along the coast of Japan from the Shikotan Peninsula to Wakkanai. Their migration range is very narrow, so there are small-scale herring species in the region. In addition, there is another species called lake herring that breeds and lives around brackish lakes such as Lake Akashi, Lake Furen and Lake Saroma in eastern Hokkaido. The area around Ishikari Bay was originally a thriving herring fishery, and people are eager to revive the herring species. For this reason, for 12 years starting in 1996, Hokkaido led the Japanese sea herring stock increase project, which was implemented to increase herring stocks. The highlight of this project is the release of juvenile fish raised by artificial insemination and Ishikari Bay herring used as broodstock. Even after the project ended in 2007, local fishermen's cooperatives still played a central role in the area, including releasing juvenile fish and making the nets that fishermen use to catch fish. The herring becomes